have a hand in his training. Like, how did this connection come together, and how did this all materialize like this?
I think he's just a big martial arts fan, and then it kind of came together because it just things just line. It's like, how did I get in PFL? You know what I mean? Just it just lines up, and the opportunity knocks on your door, and it's up to you if you want to open the door or not. And I kind of did, and it's a great dynamic. He's a great guy. I've been training him ever since. So that's kind of how it happened. There's not too much. Like, it wasn't like a, I don't know, like random thing that I mean, it was random, but it wasn't like I shot him in DM and like just kind of random. Like, it's just he was looking for instructors, and we so happened to fit his profile, and we worked together, and we've been together ever since. And he's doing great. He's competing. He's a martial artist. He loves the sport. So it's great. I'm very happy to have been able to be in this position. I'm honored and always inspired by his work ethic. So it kind of helps me out too. It kind of motivates me. I'm like, if someone like him wants to train that hard, what about me, who's a professional? I should be training twice as hard as him. It's kind of a friendly competition in my head.
And he's a guy who's extremely busy with everything at Meta. So
Kind
what are
of.
what are these training hours like? Because I can't imagine like it's going to be the same time every single day that he's training.
I mean, yeah, listen, he trains just like any one of us. Very similar, student of the game. He does the drill. He does the drills that we give him, and then he kind of becomes a partner too. He's just like anyone else. Whenever people ask me these questions, they expect like a very interesting and intricate and like answer. It's like, no, he's really a student of the game. He puts on a gi when he was a white belt. He put on the white belt and tied it just like the rest of us, and it was a class session, with him. So it was never like anything where people are like, is he like doing this specific? Is he fight training? It's like, no, just like he trains like the rest of all of us. However you think I train, like a fighter or like a regular student, that's how he is. That's what makes it so cool.
And also, like, when he's going to competitions, like, does it maybe change like a training? Like, when you're training somebody who's just brand new to it, obviously does train here and there like a couple of years, but when he was first starting out, the learning curve, like, how do you like maybe set it in that he's progressing at the right level and not get too ahead of like things don't go his way?
I don't know. That's a good question, because I never really thought of that. It was just more like, hey, we take it day by day, just treat you like a student. If we get to the point where you want to compete, then we do that. If you don't, you don't, it's just, it's honestly, it's like anyone else. The thing that separates him from everyone else is his willingness to learn, like how much he wants to get after it. That's the unique part. But other than that, I'm very sorry to give you boring answers, but like, honestly, he just trains like everyone else. He shows up to class and he's like everyone else. Like, yeah, I kind of want to train. After training for a while, you're like, I kind of want to compete. And after competing, it's like, oh, I kind of want to fight. That's about it. But I mean, he's very successful in what he does in all aspects of life, pretty much. So whatever else he wants to do, he'll do it. I think fighting is just a good sport, not just for him, but like even for people like me, like training. If I wasn't fighting, right, I think I'd still be training just to get my mind off everyday life. I think fighting gets your mind off a lot of things because you have to be all there. You have to be present. You can't be distracted, because if you are, then you're getting submitted over and over. You're not dealing with the problem in front of you, So I think it's a good escape for a lot of people. And also it's great exercise, So I think you combine those two together, it's a recipe for, fun and success. That's why I think people love it so much. Not just him, because, it's interesting. He is who he is, but a lot of people in the tech industry, like engineers and all that stuff at our gyms ended up just like that. Like they loved it because of problem solving, specifically jujitsu, because that's one of the few sports where you can go 100% not hurt each other. You know what I mean? So I think that's why he ended up loving it and kind of going the way he did, just like everyone.